Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, that is Technical Knowledge with this Swapnil. In last two videos I have explained about in a Knime particularly I have explained about how you can connect to the Google Drive and extract the data. In second video I have explained about how you can overwrite the data or how you can post the data in your Google Drive. But this video I will explain you about how you can post the data with the timestamp. Let's say if you are doing some activity, let's say if you are doing some activity with timestamp is needed, and every time the file should be not overridden, but it should be like with the new timestamp it should be added. Every new file with the new timestamp should be added. Okay, so let's say in the morning 9 a.m. if you run the flow 9 a.m. with the particular time, let's say 30 minutes, that file will be available. Let's say if you want to run at 12, then 12:30. Similarly, whatever the timestamp you have given, that time it will run with the different files added. Okay, like that. So today I will show you how you can achieve that. So in last video I have explained about these steps like Google Authenticator, Google Drive Connector. So I have already connected to the Google Drive, because you have to just give your credentials and you have to add a scope. Remember, every time you have to give a scope to Google Drive, not a read only, but only the Google Drive, because that way you will be getting access to post the output in your Google Drive. Okay, so to post the output with the timestamp, right? Okay, then you have to add two nodes basically, so which is variable expression. Okay, so this is variable expression legacy. From this, what we will do is we will create two different things. We will create in a string type only, but the first thing is we need a time. Okay, so date. Okay, or consider it time, date time. Okay, so if you use a now, then you will get date as well as a time. But if you use, because there are two functions, right? If you use a today, then you will get only a date, but we want date as well as a time. So okay, so this is how you will get date as well as the time as well as the second, but we don't want a second, so we will modify that. And second thing is whatever the file name you want to post, you want to give, means every file name with the timestamp, right? So you have a proper file name. So I will give file name. Remember, if it is a string, then you have to add in a double quote. The file name, what we can be BMW data, right? BMW sales data. Okay, and evaluate. If you see, it will appear like this. So these two things we have created. One is the time, date and time, and second is the file name. You have to apply it and you click on OK. You don't have to connect to anything, because this is just a variable kind of a thing. Again, you have to add one more variable. Why? Because this time again from this dot to this dot you have to connect, and okay, from here you will get you can do, let's say, final file path you can mention. Why I am saying this? Because we want okay, if I type something like we want like BMW sales, and we want let's say timestamp, let's say 12:22. Okay, and this is how we want. Okay, so for that what we'll do is we'll first get our file name. So how you can extract the file name? We have variable created initially, so if you evaluate you will get the file name. Okay, but now I want file name as well as the time. Okay, so currently I am highlighting, I am commenting out this. Second, if you just directly extract the date time, okay, you will get date as well as time as well as seconds, but we don't want seconds and all these things. We want till 1747. Okay, but how you can achieve this? So for that, remember, in the last video I have explained about you can use a substring, and then you can get the data whatever the length you want. Remember, always it start, if you are counting, then it start from 0. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 and dash 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so first, because we don't want t, so till now, till 11 we get 10 characters. Okay, so we will use, let's say if we use str substring function, and then we have to mention the starting point and you have to mention the length. Let's say if I mention the 10, then let's see. Okay, perfect, we are getting a data till 11. Okay, so this is the 10 characters or the length something. Okay, now we want again time, but time we don't want that t, so that's why again I will consolidate all this. Okay, but before that we just want to get all things at a place, so that's why again we can use substring sub okay, sub str. Okay, and then again we can use our date and time variable. Okay, and you can close this. Now because till 10, now we want till 47, means 7th tak. Okay, so 1747, so 1 2 3 4 5. So if we say 5, then let's see. Okay, correct, so you will get data till 1747. So now how you can merge this? So for that, what you will do is you can use a function called join. But before that, join, okay, yeah, we have to close the bracket also. Join the file name, comma, let's remove these comments. Okay, and let's try to close this. Let's see what happened. Why it's good? Okay, why? Because we have to add a comma. If I evaluate this, BMW sales data 2025, but it's not getting, we want space, right? So it will be in a proper systematic way. So for that, what we'll do is, because after data we need some space. So how to add space? You can use double quote and then comma, so it will add a space. Yeah, space is added at here, but we want space after the date also, right? So double quote, comma. Okay, so now you will get date as well as the time. Or if you think it's not making sense, then you can just, instead of space, you can use a dash. It's depend upon you what exactly you wanted, or you can make it colon also. Is it making sense? I don't think so it's making sense. What is the exact let's say evaluate. Okay, I want to check what is showing here. Okay, you can use a space only, that it depends on you. Don't, I'm giving you I'm explaining you, so you can if you want colon or space or hyphen, whatever, you can use it. I think I will use underscore. Let's try. Okay, so now this is sorted. This is my final file path. Okay, I will click on apply and okay. Okay, and if I play this, now there is one more thing you need to add: string, because we have created string. To string to path, you have to use this particular node. Why? Because you have to store it. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, I use different string to path variable because you have to store this particular variable now. So that's why I always use this variable thing. And if you close it, because we don't want all three variables, we want only one variable, which is a final file path. Okay, so you have to just add it over here, include it and exclude this two, and you have to just click on apply and okay. So now what will happen is you will get final file path. Okay, now how you will connect to this? You have to just drag this and place it over the top. So now what will happen? If you click on setting, just click on variable and just tick on this, otherwise it will not select. If if you see this, right? So use this because we have to use that variable, na? Final file path. Okay, so if I click on OK, why it's lagging? Okay, okay. So now if I just okay, I'm not able to play. Why? Okay, again we have to do this. Okay, so latest data, correct. You have to click on apply. Okay, okay, you have to select this. That's why it's not getting option to play. Now you can click on apply. Okay, and if I play this, okay, it will write it to my Google Drive folder, which is this. And if I refresh, but the file is corrupted, okay, because you have not added because it should be in a green if it is Excel, right? But it's not because we have not added extension. So for that, what we will do is over here, right, we have consolidated all this. You instead before the bracket, right, you have to just in a double quote mention .xlsx. If it is CSV, then mention CSV. Okay, and then click on apply. Okay, because we have made the changes, and click on play. Let's see, this time it will show in a green, and then it is in the read format, something like that. Okay, so this file is added. Oh, no, BMW sales data. This is the file, right? 557. Yes, 555. Okay, this is the file. If I open this, it will open in Excel because this is in Excel format, but it will open in the Google Sheet. Okay, so this is way. Let's say if because currently we don't have option to publish this, because we can publish in the community, but you can not schedule it because you don't have a license. If you have a license, consider if you have a license, in this situation you can just schedule it, and let's say if you schedule it every 2 hours, then every 2 hours with the timestamp it will appear over here, so you will get multiple files. Okay, and we are not overwriting this time. So this is how you can use these variable expressions, and you can post the output with the particular timestamp. Okay, so if you like my video, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.